Hey, it's Mrs. Donahue. I want to show you what the app is going to look like when it's completed. And this is just an example. So I have 4 buttons and I have a clear button, and I moved the clear button from down below to up top because we're adding in this negative to reduce the pen size and a plus button to increase the pen size. And then the regular pen size is 5. And then if we click on the negative button, it will reduce, and it will always tell us what the pen size is. I also added in these neat little features of taking a different picture and resetting the picture. And this reset will reset everything, and then to email the picture. So this is sort of like it'll go back to its default state. The other thing that I want you guys to do, so today, your first day, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you have a 4th button. So you know how to do buttons. You're just going to click on the side and you're going to drag the button over. You're going to make sure that you rename it because you want your button to have a good name. So it should start with button and then it should be the color. The thing that we're doing differently now is you notice that all my colors now say custom, right? So you're going to have custom colors now. And the trick with the custom colors is I want the color up here to match the color that's actually drawn. So I'm going to open up the companion app so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. And I am going to scroll to the top and I am going to connect. And I'm going to use the AI companion. And I'm going to type, and I'm just waiting. And the more stuff you have in an app, the longer it takes. Okay, so my red, when I click on this, it's going to draw red. I can give Finny a little red nose. Oh, if I'm like, oh, I want him to look like Rudolph. So I can increase the pen size. And then when I click there, now he actually gets like a Rudolph-like nose. And then for blue, so I can reduce the size. So you can see each time I'm clicking this, it's going to go down. So one of the things that you're going to put in your code is you don't want it to go below 1. Because you don't want it to have a negative point, because then you're not having a point at all. So let's say if I wanted to, like, let's see, decorate Dave's collar. Oh, it's so tiny. I can't even see that. So maybe I want to go back up. Put some little pom-poms around his neck. See, so I was doing dots the whole time and I didn't know. And notice that my colors are not standard colors. So these are colors that I have put, and the color that's being painted is the same color that's on the screen. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. All right. So let's take a peek. The other thing that I have is this reset button. Resets everything. This take a picture button. Watch what happens with this. It's grabbing my camera. It's turning my camera on. My camera is not in a good position here, but I could take the picture of me and I can say, yes, I like that. And then it put a picture of me inside here. And then if I click reset, it goes back to the dogs. The only thing that you have to do, so I'm going to break it out into different days. So what you have to do for your first day is you're going to go into the blocks and you are going to go to the side. So my blocks are a little bit of a mess. So I ended up changing my block. So originally, so let's actually go into my original project and I'll show you in my original project because I save everything. So I have the paint pot enhancements of the things that I want to change and nothing has changed yet. So basically I just have the cat with the clear button. So I'm going to take that clear button and I'm going to drag it up to where I want it to go. So right now I'm only putting it there. I'm going to move the green to the other side. So for me, it was easier to drop that where it was. Now, do you notice that the clear screen button is bigger than the green and the blue and the red? Well, that's because if I click on the clear screen button, and for the width, it's set at automatic, but I want it to be set. So remember, all your buttons should be fill parent, and that will make them all the same. So you're going to create a new button. You're going to make sure you name it correctly. And then you're going to go for all of your colors. You're actually going to do a custom color. So you're going to go down to custom. And what I want you to notice is that you can sort of drag in the colors here and get it exactly what you want. And then you can drag this way to make them darker. So, and you can make them lighter and you can make them more or less transparent. So what you're going to be doing to get those colors, so you can mix them yourself, or what I want you to do is I want you to go out to Color Picker. I want you to search just for the words Color Picker, and just hit enter. And there's a few different kinds that you can use, but this one just comes up when you do the Google search. And it kind of works the same way, that you can just edge to get the exact color you want. And then it gives you this hex value. So I'm going to take this hex value and I'm going to do a Control-C to copy. I'm going to go back to my App Inventor and I'm going to go in here and do Control-V to paste that. And then I'm going to say done. So now do you see that that color changed a little bit? Then I need to go to my blocks. Actually, the clear button was not a good one to do it for. Let me go back. I apologize. Let's do it for green. Let's get a green color. So let me go back here. I'm going to find the exact green that I want. So let's say I like this color green. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to go into my green. And instead of it just being that green, oh, actually, that kind of looks too similar to that green. Let me get a different green. There we go. I'll get this kind of green. And I'm going to copy. And I'm going to go and I'm going to go to the bottom color. And I'm just going to highlight that and paste. So remember, you need to have the hashtag in front for it to be hex. And then I click done. Now do you see that my button changed colors a little bit? All right, so now I'm going to go to the block in the back. And for my colors, all right, so you see here, my green color, it just has this green from over here. So if I go to my colors drawer, then you can see it has the green color, but it doesn't have the exact shade I want. So I need to use this make color. So I'm going to click and hold and drag it out, and I'm going to put it right there. And then that's going to pop out. You can see it popped out this little green guy. And I can either just drag him down into the trash, or I could right click on him and hit delete. So now I'm going to look over here. And I need to focus on the RGB values because that's what this is looking for. So this is red, this is green, and this is blue. So I have to go to the color picker here. And so I see 83, 189, and 102. Now, you know I'm not going to remember all those numbers at once, but I'm going to try 83, 189, 102. 83. We'll see how I do. 189. I don't even think I remember two of them. 83, 189, 102. There we go. I did remember two, so that's exciting. 102. Okay. So now this one is set with one color. So I have to do the same thing for my other colors. So you're going to get, and if you don't want to have blue, you don't have to have blue. Just make sure whatever color you pick, it says the name on your button. So this is a green color. If I decided I didn't want blue and I wanted pink, then I could change the blue to the word pink. So whatever colors you want, you're going to have 4 colors across the top and the clear button. And all of your colors are going to be custom. All of your buttons are going to be called button and the color name. And then in your blocks, you're going to make sure instead of just having these little squares that you're not going to pick the regular color swatches. You're going to get your own and you're going to drag them out and you're going to use the color picker to make an exact color that you want. And you're going to use the hex value for the front page for the design and the RGB for the background for those block codes. So that is your job. If you have any questions, I am going to have office hours tomorrow, so I'll be able to answer your questions. And you can also send me emails and I will get back to you. So I hope that this helped explain what you're doing for the first day.